What is convergence? Convergence is many things, and convergence is not as important actually as divergence. So it's important to keep both of these concepts in mind as we think about the future of information systems and information technology and telecommunications. Most people assume convergence means everything will become the same or possible to do many different things, like some super fantastic Swiss Army knife. No one wants a super fantastic Swiss Army knife. People want special things that can do have special purposes. So I'll first recount an anecdote. I was asked by NASDAQ to write a story about convergence maybe 10 years ago, or maybe a little bit long, when the iPod was first coming out. And I said, what I'm saying to you now, forget about convergence, think about divergence. There were hundreds, literally more than 100 different early digital music players already in existence before the first iPod came out. Those are all gone, buried, and forgotten. The companies that built them are all gone. They were all thinking about the wrong thing. They were thinking about convergence. Steve Jobs, may he rest in peace, was thinking about divergence at the same time as convergence was happening. So yes, of course, digital technologies were making possible to create new music platforms, but that alone did not create a market. That alone did not create Apple's incredible market value today, which comes directly from divergence, which came from Steve Jobs recognizing that users wished to have something different. Users wished to have an easy, convenient way to use music. Users wished not to think about digital rights management, which is what everybody else was thinking about. Copyright, very important for music, for the publishers, but not for the users. For the users, it was important to have something different that was easy, fun, simple, and tied not just to a device, but to what we now call cloud services, which is what iTunes is. So Steve Jobs was thinking about divergence. Steve Jobs built an incredible machine from thinking differently. Remember, that was his slogan? So from this anecdote, and that's why I told NASDAQ on the stock market, 10 years ago, how do you pick winners? It's not everybody else doing the same thing. It's not everybody recognizing how things come together. It's important to think how you can do something different, how you can diverge from converging technologies. Okay, the converging technologies then in our sphere include many different forms of information systems, of networks that in the past were distinct, whether it's broadcasting, radio, television, telecommunications, other forms of data networking. Those are converging. They are possible to all be carried through the same internet protocol network. So something over IP is a form of convergence, which now possibly creates other forms and opportunities for businesses to diverge, to do something different and unique. For regulators, similarly, while they may be comfortable with the paradigms and the divergent past, now because of converging technologies, because of new business opportunities that did not exist, because of the technologies enabling different services to be covered over the internet protocol across the internet, must think different. Should they still worry about price regulation? Maybe, maybe not. Should they still think about interconnection? Probably, but not necessarily the same way. Should the same common features around common carriage, or more recently called network neutrality, does that make sense? In fact, it doesn't quite, I would argue. You have to think a little differently, which is the FCC has begun to do, which is around new models and rules for the open internet. Those are only a year or two old. Whether they will hold up in court is another matter that is probably beyond what we can get into right now. But it's a challenge for regulators, as businesses, and technologists all to be thinking differently about convergence and the opportunities before us.